Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love that you're carrying it around.
I mean, what in the hell?
Have you been carrying it around?
I mean, I'm still tripping about it.
I would think so. You probably thought you were done winning awards, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't won a championship in a really, really long time. So here we are.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. I mean, it really is unbelievable. You know, you now have more Oscars than Shaq and Michael Jordan combined.
Yeah. Hey, you know, this is Space Jam and Kazam were both awesome, though.
In their own ways,
in
yes.
their own ways, yeah. But no, this is just a fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen you this happy. I have to say.
This is not supposed to happen. Like, I'm supposed to play basketball and, you know, and
is this where it
write
ends?
Something that wins an Oscar.
Will you be going for a Grammy? I mean, are you going to record an... What's next?
I know my limitations, you know what I mean? Like, singing is not... I don't even sound good in the shower.
Okay,
so
all right.
I'll let that be.
So when you're at the Oscars, you're sitting there, and I'm wondering about you, and I was thinking about you for a lot of the night, because I'm wondering, like, how it compares to playing basketball. Like, are you... nervous-wise, how does it compare, like, sitting there waiting to hear your name or maybe not hearing your name and being the guy who's taking the last shot?
I thought it was actually going to be easier because you're not in control. There's no direct competition going on, right, where you're affecting the outcome. So
it's completely out of your control.
It's out of my control. It's going to be easy. It's cool. And then once it gets closer and closer, you start feeling butterflies in your stomach. You're like, why the hell am I feeling this? Yeah. And I realized it's actually worse because I'm not in control of the outcome. And you're just sitting there, and then we know our award is coming up next, and then they go to commercial. Me and my wife are like, oh, you gotta be kidding. Right? Come on, let's go. Let's go already.
Glenn Keane, who is your collaborator on this, he's director and animator, gave most of the speech. I think everybody was kind of hoping to hear from you, and you got to say a little something. Was that the plan going in?
No, Glenn is like the sweetest guy in the world, obviously a genius. And, but, you know, he's a storyteller at heart. So things tend to drag out a lot.
I see, yeah.
So, you know, I didn't know this, but you go up on the stage, and they literally have, like, the biggest countdown clock in the world.
Yeah.
Like, right in front of you. It's like 45, 44. I mean, there's, like, massive numbers,
and
right?
you're used to getting it in before that clock expires.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it, right? Countdown, I got hit the shot at the buzzer.
Everybody else is like, enough with the clock.
No, Glenn, man. Glenn gave me the ball. He passed the ball to me with 5 seconds left on the clock. And I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with 5 seconds?
What did you want to say that you didn't get to say?
Well, the most important part I got out, which was thanking my wife and thanking our daughter.
Yes.
That's the most important thing.
For sure.
But, you know, outside of that, you know, I think it's, you know, this is a fascinating industry to be a part of. But I think, you know, for us going forward, it's you know, how do I carry this night beyond this night?
That's always how you think, isn't it?
But it has to be, right? Because now there's a greater sense of responsibility of, you know, how do I create, how do I provide more opportunities for even more diverse and new voices to be heard in this industry?
I see.
And like in the animation business, I mean, it's a serious lack of diversity there.
Is it? Is that true?
Oh, it's a serious lack. I mean, when I won the award the other night, I mean, I was the first African American to ever win that award in that category.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I am extremely excited. And, you know, at Grandy Studios and with Glenn, we're really excited to push that forward.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to look at it, for sure. So you want to do more of this kind of stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
Is acting something you want to do? It is not?
No. I don't have the patience to do that. Like, I'd much rather write and put the story together.
Almost every actor I spoke to, and a lot of them came through here after various Oscar events, there's a luncheon beforehand, they were by far most excited about the fact that you were there. The other actors are like, great, whatever, but like, for instance, Timothy Chalamet was actually, like, kind of shocked that you would even take a moment to get in the background of his photograph. And this is Frances McDormand, who is, I don't know who's more excited to meet who there, but there seems to be a lot of mutual admiration. Was there anybody there, I mean, besides obviously you were excited to meet Frances McDormand, that you just couldn't believe you were talking to?
Allison is incredible. And I think, for us personally, me and Hermione Granger was like...
Oh, really? You love Harry
Now,
Potter,
listen,
right?
of course, you know, she's transitioned out of that sense, right?
Yeah, right.
Done
But
more
not to
things,
you. You're gonna
but not
keep her
to
in there.
us. Yeah, she's Hermione to us, right? And I met her when she was really, really young. She came to a Laker game, and but to see her there with my wife, that was pretty cool.
What parties did you guys go to afterward?
So we did Vanity Fair. Yeah, we did the Vanity Fair party.
I have a little present for you. It's something, I don't know if you'll use this, but I want you to have this because I think this would be great. This is for Oscar, actually, not for you. Got a little jersey for him. And then,
That is awesome.
if you win another Oscar, or maybe you just want to change it out, you can just put that right.
That's so sweet.
Oscar doesn't have arms. So